नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रश्राय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रश्राय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानांजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सकगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरः परमः कृष्णः सच्चिदानंद विग्रहः अनादिरादिर् गोविन्दः सर्वकारण कारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and topmost knowledge. Pavitram idam uttamam. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us all the knowledge what we need. Everything we need. In the 9th chapter, we are now successfully studying the most confidential knowledge. If you understand Bhagavad Gita fully, that means if you follow Bhagavad Gita fully, when we understand, we will definitely follow. Because knowingly we won't go and fall in the ditch. We know that this material world is full of problems, full of dangers everywhere. So we need to understand everywhere there are problems only. The only way to solve all the problems at once is simply taking shelter unto this Bhagavad Gita. Simply by following this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying very clearly, Krishna is telling us that all our problems are solved. Then we don't have to face any challenges. We will not face any issues. We don't have to worry about anything at all. Once we leave all our concerns to Krishna, once we will let Krishna to solve all our problems, then he will take it. For that, what we need to do is that we need to simply think about him all the time. That's in this material world, there are many services which you can outsource, which you can make others to do it for us by paying them money. Of course, they will charge heavy fees and all such things. Everything. It's all becoming business. Everything based on our hourly charge. You have to charge these days. And because of inflation, because of all such things. So everything is going to be increasing on all such things. Here, Krishna is teaching us. Krishna is telling us that you leave all your problems, all your work, everything to me. I will solve everything. I will take care of all such things. You simply sit and remember me. That's it. That is the only fee what we need to pay to Krishna. Just love me. Remember me means just love me. That's what Krishna wants. Krishna is telling us that I love you so much. So much. I love you. I love you all the time. I remember you all the time. That's what Krishna is telling us. When Krishna is asking us to remember him, so that means Krishna remembers all the time, remembers us all the time. He never forgets us. That we need to understand. The problem is only we are forgetting Krishna. Otherwise, Krishna will not be in this world. Krishna need not. Krishna has created this, and Krishna need not. Of course, he is Jagadavyakta Murti. That's what we are studying in the past few lectures in the 9th chapter. Krishna, of course, is pervading this entire universe in his unmanifested form. So there is no need for Krishna to come here in his manifested form. There is nothing, no need for him. There is no need for Krishna to be in the battlefield and take and help Arjuna and to drive his chariot and all such things. But Krishna comes here because he loves us so much. That's the reason we need to understand. Krishna knows that it is his duty to do, even though there is no duty for him to do, even though there is no force, nothing is forcing him to do anything, but he is doing it out of his causeless mercy. That's what we need to understand. That's why we often say that causeless mercy of Krishna, causeless mercy of Krishna, because nothing is causing Krishna to do anything. And Krishna is not under the control of anything to do anything. Krishna loves us. He doesn't want us to struggle and suffer in this temporary, miserable world. That's the reason Krishna is here. Krishna is with us as the super soul. Krishna is always with us. Krishna is remembering us all the time. So we should not forget. If we just do that, all wonders will happen in our life. If we just do everything, sarva karmani, everything we should do it only for Krishna. So if you do that, mam dhyayanta upasate. So everything, all the time we need to meditate Krishna. If you do that, then Krishna will be able to quickly deliver us from this ocean of material miseries. Yetu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaga ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. So all the time remembering Krishna means doing everything for Krishna. That's what all the time remembering Krishna. When our karmendriyas are very active, we cannot sit idle. We cannot say that I'm going to just sit and I'm not going to move at all and I'm going to remember Krishna only 24/7. That is not possible. Because there is so much duty for us to please Krishna. We know, we got the knowledge, we know the way to get out of this material world. And how did we get this knowledge? And how are we getting this knowledge? It is Krishna's mercy and Krishna's devotees, they are acting. So the same thing we need to do. We have to use our karmendriyas and spread Krishna's message. That's the only job we should do. Everything else is secondary. This is only the primary task we are supposed to do. So just focus on pleasing Krishna by spreading his message. Then, as long as our karmendriyas are working, we need to engage all our senses, both the working senses, karmendriyas, and the knowledge acquiring senses, jnanendriyas, everything in Krishna's service. That means by studying, understanding this Bhagavad Gita fully, and by following Krishna's instructions very, very sincerely, so that way we are able to please Krishna. So that's what we need to understand. Because Krishna is equal to all, that's what we studied yesterday also. Krishna is not partial to anyone, he is equal to all. Samogam sarva bhuteshu. Krishna loves everyone. Krishna loves everyone equally. But only those who get the knowledge, who understand Krishna, only they can reciprocate. They can love Krishna back. That is very important. That's why Krishna is considering the person who has got the knowledge as his own self. So Krishna is saying that Jnani Tvatmaiva me matam. Udaraga sarva evaite Jnani Tvatmaiva me matam. Astitaga sakiyuktatma mameva uttamam gati. So I consider the Jnani to be my own self. That's what Jnani Tvatmaiva me matam. Because he is situated all the time in my service and keeping me as the ultimate finest destination. Mamevan uttamam gati. That's what we are supposed to. Our gati is Krishna. Our destination is Krishna. Goloka. See, in our mind, nothing else should interfere. Nothing else should carry our consciousness, carry our thoughts away from Krishna. So that's what Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us that if you get this knowledge, if you understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, so that means you know everything. So that means you can focus your mind on me completely. That's what Krishna is teaching. And Krishna is saying that anyone who has this knowledge, so whatever we are speaking, anyone who understands this knowledge, so I am sure they will be following this knowledge and come to me. That's what Krishna is teaching. So if we have this knowledge, then that means we are taking shelter into this knowledge. First of all, if we have this knowledge, so that means we had faith on this knowledge, that the reason we have this knowledge, we get this knowledge. If we did not have faith on this Bhagavad Gita, we will not have this knowledge at all. So now all of us are able to study this Bhagavad Gita every day and receiving the supreme instructions, Paramam Vachagam, directly from Krishna, and understanding this Bhagavad Gita. So that itself is a proof that we all have full faith on Krishna. That qualification we already have. That's the reason we are getting this knowledge. So now we have to do much more, and that will happen definitely by Krishna's causeless mercy. So there is a lot of opportunities for us to spread this message, to identify many, many devotees. If we are sticking to this, if we are attending this every day, whatever happens, so that shows that our dedication to Krishna, so that we are ready to dedicate our life to Krishna. That's the reason now at this point of time we are studying Bhagavad Gita every day. Our priority is only Bhagavad Gita at this time, nothing else. If anything else comes, we will not take that Bhagavad Gita. And if it is not possible, then we have the opportunity to follow the YouTube recordings. So that way, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are able to continuously study and understand each and every sloka in Bhagavad Gita. And this knowledge which is coming from Krishna, it's all about ourselves. Krishna is teaching very clearly. Krishna is teaching us that we need to distinguish between the body and soul. We need to understand the difference between body and soul. We are not this body. Of course, we need to take care of this body, but unfortunately, we are even not doing that correctly, as I have mentioned many, many times in the past, even in this so-called modern life with advanced scientific skills, knowledge, whatever we have, all technologies we have. Unfortunately, we are not doing anything good for our body. The type of food what we eat, the processed food is the major reason for all diseases. When our body is born, it is good. Actually, all the systems are working good. But what we eat, and we are also polluting our environment, so we are not even able to drink water and good water quality, because Krishna is provided by nature, everything is pure actually by nature, and we are making everything impure by polluting. So naturally, by nature, nothing is getting polluted. We need to understand. The nature tries to make everything clean. So that's what is very important. By nature, everything is clean. But with our actions, we are polluted. Because of our greediness. So we are going after, we are exploiting this material nature. So that's why we are all suffering and we are struggling and we are not even able to breathe quality air, actually, quality oxygen. So we are struggling and suffering with all kinds of diseases. So that makes our life very sick, actually. We are not even leading a good life in this material world. We are not even taking good care of our body. So now we are forced to eat what we have. So slowly everywhere, fast food restaurants, now with this online, so you can just order online and then get it. We are supposed to get the ingredients, fresh ingredients, vegetables, fruits, grains, and everything. And we should make very high quality prasadam and offer it to Krishna and take it. That's what is very important. We should not be just ordering what is available. And for that, we need to work very hard. We need to earn a lot of money. We need to spend a lot. In fact, in reality, if we go and get all the fresh ingredients, and if we are going to make, we will save a lot of money also. Because we are wasting so much of money by eating food in general. This is becoming these days kind of not able, this becoming everywhere like not able to cook and offer prasadam to Krishna. We are not taking care of our health very well. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we know how to please Krishna. We know what to do. So we need to make prasadam, fresh prasadam, and offer it to Krishna, and that will actually take us to Goloka, because Ayuga Sattva Bala Arogyam Sukha Priti Vivattanaga. That's what is going to happen when we cook very high quality food, prasadam, in the mode of goodness. So that's going to increase our duration, increase the duration of our life. It's going to purify our existence, and it's going to give us strength, and it's going to give us health, and it's going to increase our happiness and satisfaction. Sukha Priti Vivattanaga. That's what the food in the mode of goodness increases the duration of life, purifies one's existence, and gives strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. So that's what the food in the mode of goodness gives. That's what we are supposed to do. But are we able to do every day? No. In general. I'm not talking about us, maybe the devotees with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We are becoming very serious in offering prasadam to Krishna and able to take very healthy prasadam, which is offered to Krishna. But in general, the life is so mechanical these days. So we have to go on fast foods and processed foods and all such things. That's not at all good. So with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we are getting, because if we are doing like that, if you are not eating prasadam which is offered to Krishna, and if you are not cooking prasadam which is in the mode of goodness, so that means we are not listening to Krishna. That's it. That means we are not following Krishna. So, like that, in everything, in all our activities, sleeping, eating, everything, sleeping also is very important. We need to sleep enough. If we don't sleep enough, we are not listening to Krishna. So, that's what we need to understand. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving us all the strength what we need to please Him, to serve Him. Because Krishna's mercy, He makes things very favorable for us. He makes our circumstances very easy for us. Because when we receive Krishna's mercy, whatever we think, it's going to happen, because we are going to think only for Krishna. Because we are not attached to the results. We are not going to be affected by the results. Anything we think, we are going to think only about Krishna. So that way, every effort, whatever we make, it is all going to be successful with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, even materially speaking, without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, even if we think that we are very successful, it is utter failure. Even if someone gets very big job, very nice salary, package, this, that, benefits, all such things, that's not success at all. That's what we are measuring success in this material world. That is totally wrong. Success is not measured in terms of a person's materialistic achievements. That is not success. That's a failure. The success is how much peace of mind we have, how much happiness we have. So that peace of mind, that happiness, we cannot get without ourselves surrendering unto Krishna, without ourselves having this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That is simply not possible at all. So anyone in this material world, we may think very highly successful, but it's not at all success if that person is not leading a happy life, because it's only miserable life. It's without Krishna consciousness, without having that motivation to please Krishna. So what is there in life to enjoy? What is there? Even if we have millions of dollars, millions, so much of money, what is the use? At the time of death, we are going to lose everything. So that's why we need to take advantage of this great, very rare opportunity to study Bhagavad Gita and spread this message and please Krishna, which we are doing. And by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 8 slokas in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we have studied in the sloka number 7 in the 9th chapter, Krishna is teaching us. Sarvabhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamika kalpakshaye punastani kalpadau sirjamyaham. O son of Kunti, all living entities, Sarva Bhutani, everything. So they enter into my nature at the end of Kalpa. When the Kalpa ends, that means when Brahma's night falls. Prakriti Myanti Mamikam Kalpakshay. Again, Punas, again, Thani, them, I create, Visirjami Akam. Kalpa Adav means in the beginning of Kalpa. When Brahma's day starts, again I create all of them. So that's what Krishna is saying. So that's what we studied in the 7th sloka. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature. And at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. So then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday in the sloka number 8. Prakritim swam avashtabhya Vishrjami punaha punaha Bhutagramam mimam kritshnam avasham prakrite vasha Prakritim swam avastabhya Vishrjami punaha punaha. So everything is Prakritim swam means my Prakriti, everything under the control, entering into my Prakriti, my nature, and I create them again and again. So everything. So that means Bhutagramam imam kritshnam. So this complete cosmic manifestation, this total complete cosmic manifestation, everything enters into my nature and I create them again and again. So that way, this complete cosmic manifestation is always under the control of Prakriti. Avasham Prakriter Vasat. So it's automatically, it's compulsorily. Avasam means it's compulsorily, it's under the control of Prakriti. Prakriter Vasat. So it's Vasat means under the control. So under the control of Prakriti. That's what we need to understand. The whole cosmic order is under me, under my will. It's automatically manifested again and again, and under my will, it's annihilated at the end. So in the next sloka, what we are going to study today, in the sloka number 9. Nachamam tani karmani nibadnanti dhananjaya udasina vadasino asaktam teshu karmashu udasina vadasinam. So that means I am situated as though neutral. That's what udasina vadasina. So Krishna is neutral. Krishna is not disturbed by anything what's happening here. And Nachamam tani karmani nibadhananti dhananjaya. All these activities, whatever I am doing, so everything enters into my nature and I create them again and again, but nothing is going to bind me. Na nibadhananti. Tani karmani mam na nibadhananti. So all the activities, all these activities, they are not going to bind me. Oh Dhananjaya, oh conqueror of wealth. So they are not going to bind me. Because I am seated as though neutral. Udasina vadasina. We should also be like that. If we are also like, we should not think that we are doing anything. We should not be attached to the results of activities. So then whatever we do, that's not going to bind us. That we need to know. Krishna, nothing is binding Krishna. Of course, the three modes of nature, they are under Krishna's control. They are bound by Krishna. They are not binding Krishna. In our case, we are bound by the three modes of material nature. So that's why Krishna is. So Krishna already in the third chapter we studied that. Krishna said very clearly that Name patasti kattavyam trishulokeshu kinchana nanavaptam avaptavyam vartayevacha karman. So there is no work for me to do in all these three worlds, nor I have to obtain anything by doing any work. So that way, whatever Krishna does, Krishna does. We cannot question at all. Sometimes people ask, why Krishna did this, why Krishna did like that, like this, all such things. No questions. Krishna can do anything. Krishna is Krishna. Krishna is the supreme personality of God. He is the supreme person. So that way, we cannot ask such questions at all. So, because nothing is going to bind Krishna. So even in the fourth chapter also, Krishna said that, so, Chaturvanya maya shishtam guna karma vibhagasaga tasya kartaram abhima vidya akartaram abhim. So I created these four varnas. So Chaturvanyam. So the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaisya, Sudra. But tasya kartaram abhimam, even though I am the creator of that, vidya akartaram abhim. Understand that I didn't do anything. Because namam karmani limpanti name karma pales pragaga. So all my activities, they are not going to bind me, nor I do desire any of the results of activities attached to the results. So that's why namam karmani limpanti name karma pales pragaga itimam yobijanati karma bigis nasabadyade. Anyone who understands this, even he is not bound by his actions. So if you understand that Krishna is not bound by any of his actions, then we are not bound by any of our actions. That's what we need to understand. Oh Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I'm ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 9th sloka in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So we chant 2 rounds of mantra, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Mithun Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. By Krishna's causeless much I'm fine, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful class. So, Guruji, Krishna promised that yada yada hi dharmasya. So he promised that whenever
Yes,
things go
Krishna.
bad, he will come and restore them. So
Always
still,
take hope is there. Yes, Prabhu.
So still that does not bind him, like today's sloka.
That is correct, Prabhu. Whenever Krishna comes, whatever he does, nothing is going to bind him, Prabhu.
Okay, Guruji.
It is only at his will. Krishna's will, he comes and he helps us. He's our father, sea-giving father, correct? He is trying to save us. But the problem is when we are not listening to him, he is helpless. That's the problem. We are struggling and suffering because of our ahankara. We are not listening to him. That is the problem.
Yes, Guruji.
So, what to do? When if we are not obedient children, we have to struggle and suffer. We can't help. Krishna can't help.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ani Pepper Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
By Krishna's causeless mercy, the things you shared in your lesson tonight were exactly what I needed to hear. I really needed to hear how much Krishna loves us, including me, how much he loves me. I really needed that. I'm going through a very hard time in my life right now, a difficult crisis in my life, and I'm very frightened and very discouraged. And it was exactly what I needed to hear to kind of get everything back in perspective and know that I just, no matter how bad it is, I still have to do what I need to do. But at the same time, I need to just completely take refuge in Krishna.
Exactly.
And he really loves us. And your message tonight was just touched my heart. It was just perfect. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. What you said is completely correct. So we just have to fully depend on Krishna. He will solve all the problems. There is no doubt. Krishna's mercy, all the problems will be taken care of. Yes, Mother. We need to depend on Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I pray to Krishna that he will shower his mercy, Mother. So all these things will go away. Hare Krishna, Mother.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Tina Mataji, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji.
Thank
It was
you.
very nice. Today's class was very nice.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srimati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji.
Yes.
Thank you for everything that you do. And today's class also, you have told that Krishna will take care of us. We just have to keep him as our refuge and strength, as Annie Pepper Mataji said.
Yes.
To keep him as our refuge and strength.
That's correct,
And
Mataji.
everything will be.
That's why I always say, leave everything to Krishna. That's it.
Yes. You told today that Prakriti takes care of all the material universe, isn't it, Guruji?
Prakriti
So-
is, yeah. Yes, Mataji, what's your question? Yeah.
So the question is, when you say that we are bound by our karmas, by the actions which we have performed, so that is, there is some account which is kept called Akashic records or something, where these accounts are maintained. Is it, Guruji? What is that? I heard about something which is maintained, which keeps track of the actions that we do, which results in our next birth and that kind of.
Krishna knows, Mataji. Krishna knows
Krishna
everything.
knows about that. Yeah.
Vedagam samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani. So if you go to Krishna, if you go to Goloka, he will tell us. We can ask him what are all the births. Of course, we don't even have to ask. We don't care about it. Once we go to Goloka, we are going to enjoy.
Yes,
We don't
this
even
is true.
with the enjoyment. But Krishna knows. Krishna can reveal us everything. But what is the point in understanding how much we struggle? Because it's better not to even know about anything, Mataji. We have to think about future and be there in Goloka. That's it, Mataji. Our past sinful reactions, all the
Does
reactions,
not matter.
it's all, well, Krishna says very clearly, correct? You just throw away everything, just surrender unto me only. That's it. Mamekam saranam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. What else we need? Krishna is saying that I shall deliver you from all sins, correct? Sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. Ma suchaka. Do not fear. That's what Krishna is saying. Do not worry. Do not worry. Do not fear. So we just have to do that. If we are not able to do that, if we are not able to depend on Krishna, then we are going to face the problems ourselves and struggle. Krishna is saying that I am there to help you. I am waiting to help you. So we should let Krishna to help us.
Yes.
See, Arjuna,
Yes.
in that difficult situation, he told Krishna that I am your disciple, a soul, surrender unto you. Please instruct me. That's what he did. If he did not do that, then Krishna could not have helped Arjuna. There is no way Krishna can help Arjuna. Correct? Because Arjuna let Krishna to help him.
Okay.
That's the reason
Okay.
Arjuna got
So
the
by
knowledge.
surrendering, we make Krishna help us all the time.
That's
Right?
it.
By total surrender to
By
Krishna.
total surrender, by having full faith on Krishna, we will
Yes.
let Krishna to solve all our problems. We will see that in our life every day. We will see that how Krishna's mercy is flowing. Actually, everything will be so wonderfully taken care by Krishna, Mataji. So Krishna, of course, when he wants to help us, who can stop?
Yes.
When
Yes.
Krishna
Guruji.
wants to save us, Krishna wants to help us. Nobody can stop.
Yes, Guruji. Wonderful, wonderful words to hear, Guruji.
If we
Thank
are-
you. Thank
Yes,
you.
if we are continuously studying this Bhagavad Gita, that means we are receiving Krishna's mercy every day, Mataji. That's it.
Yes.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
because you were telling about Prakriti today. That is the reason I asked whether separately there is a, there is something for Prakriti.
No.
Is in charge of the functioning of the universe. You said.
Everything Krishna, everything under Krishna's control, Mother.
Okay. Okay, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you very much for the class, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you
Hare
for
Krishna.
keeping us in Krishna consciousness. I had to
Hare
leave early yesterday. I could not participate fully in the class.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Guruji, for the
Thank
class.
you, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Kripa Lakshmi Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. It's like a glucose for our conditioned soul, Guruji.
Energy.
Thank you
Yes.
very much, Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
Yes. Spiritual.
And yes, Guruji, definitely, Guruji. And I would like to know, I know that Goloka is a really wonderful place, but How will it be, Guruji? Goloka.
In Brahma Samhita, there is some knowledge we can get about Goloka. But one thing, just to know that it is exactly opposite than this Bhuloka. So there is this, here this material world is temporary. That means everything is changing and miserable. So in Goloka, it is permanent and everything is blissful. So it is Anityam Asukam Lokam, this material world, whereas Nityam Sukam Lokam is Goloka. So that's what we know. But otherwise, as I told you, Brahma Samhita, some knowledge we get it. Maybe when I get a chance again to teach Brahma Samhita. Already we have a playlist called Brahma Samhita in our YouTube channel. You can go through those slokas to understand about that. But when we get a chance again, we'll go through. But one thing is that if we go there, if we take birth in Goloka, we will never die. So that's very important. So that means we are not going to come back here again. If we die, then only we will come back. So Krishna says that Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. Even if you go up to Brahma Loka, you will come back here. Mamapetata Kaunteya Punarjanma Navidri. But if you come to me, then you will not come back here. So that part we know very clearly. So it is peaceful, blissful, permanent, blissful place. So that's what is Goloka. Yes, Mataji. You understand that, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. That sounds really nice, Guruji. Thank you.
Yes, we should be there. Yes, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Two questions, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Venkatanagarjun Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
Guruji. Thank you Guruji for today class. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you Guruji. Dhanyavad.
Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Oh, you just now said. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. And yesterday I couldn't interact with you. And very nice class, Guruji. Enjoying the class. And I am progressing also. My chanting is in progress. And I almost completed the 3rd chapter. And so it is progressing slowly and steadily and enjoying the class also.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you.
Prabhu, Lisa
Hare Krishna,
Mataji
Guruji.
is not able to join, Prabhu. If I couldn't talk to
Today she has gone to attend some class. She is attending some course or something.
Oh,
So
okay.
tomorrow she will attend, Guruji.
Okay, sure, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class. Today you said our gati is, destination is Krishna, and we have to move towards that destination.
Yes.
Yes, Guruji. So daily inputs from your side is encouraging us a lot, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mataji. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Pranam.
Interesting lecture today also. In today's beginning, you have motivated us continuously loving Krishna and remembering him. And that is the essence, really.
Yes.
Listening from you. And really, it is interesting and it gives really satisfaction when we listen to you. I think we are progressing a little bit further. Thank you, Guruji, for your all efforts engaging us in Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare. Hare Rama.
Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Palaniyappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare. Today's the whole class is really was very much interesting. The sense that pollution. So everything is created by Krishna, and those are all by nature. It is totally pure. Whereas what we produce, all polluting. See, everything is polluting. Whatever we say as a new discovery, every discovery is polluting the present world. There is no doubt about it. That is why the olden days are really diseaseless days. We can say that way. Because, but whereas today, even we need not even eat anything. We get tablet so that it will take care of our eating. No eating is required. So whoever is applies to this thing, either moon or anything, they also don't eat. Only
but
this
it's
tablet.
all, everything is done
basic
with
problem
nothing is done with
today's new discovery.
Business. Everything is business only.
Yes.
That's what we eat, what we do in all our daily activities itself is like mechanical, more mechanical, like business oriented. Correct? The people, they want to make money, and they make us to become addicted, victims. Correct? That's what is happening now. We are victims of that.
The whole sky. Yeah. Yes, Guruji. And the whole, even the sky also, totally more
Polluted.
number of lights.
Yeah,
More number of lights, and then it is getting polluted. That sky also, we have not left for polluting. So that is the present situation, and what to do? That is where we are living, no other way. Even the building, if we think of our own building where we live, also is totally polluting the whole atmosphere. So that is the basic thing. Even if we take how our bathroom, toilets, everything is polluting only, nothing else. So we are living in that situation. So that is the real truth. When we go through such things that Krishna's bodhanas, then we think reverse, what is now, what we are doing, and how bad what we are doing today. That is the way we think. So thank you, Guruji. Thank you for your this thing. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Yes, from Krishna's mercy, we have got this knowledge that's going to help us. That's the thing. At least to do things for Krishna, that way we will not be bound by the actions.
Yeah, that way, yes, no doubt about it. Thank you.
Anita
Thank you.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you so much for the class.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
I'm very glad.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Pranam.
Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Mataji. Sunil Shivash Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Dandavad Pranam Guruji.
Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji, Dandavad.
Pranam. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Pranams, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare. Rambo Nandi Saji.
Nandi Prabhu.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your class, Guruji. I don't have any questions. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna. You are getting unmuted and muted again, Mataji. I don't know why. Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, are you able to unmute Mataji? Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Oh, sorry. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Very
Hare
wonderful. Really, I feel more happy. As if I am in Golaka, I feel that the class you make us to take in such a world, getting released from this mundane world, physical world, material world. And we think that when we are in the class, Gita class, we are no longer in this physical world, the spiritual world, the real world, which is meant for us only Golaka and nothing else. Only the abode of the Lord Krishna. And we feel that we are in the Krishna and we are in the playground of the Lord Krishna. That Lord Krishna himself he also suffered a lot. He was born in a prison and where he studied all things different, very, very pathetic and miserable life. Still then he got also Guru, went to the Gurukul at the later stage. And that is the very main things. What do you feel that we are feeling when we are in trouble? Oh Lord Krishna, save me us. When you are in trouble, we worship God. When you are happy, forget God. So these are the two states of mind. When you are unhappy or happy, we should always in Krishna. We feel that you are in Lord Krishna. We should not be very much when you are when you are more trouble, we'll worship God, invoke God. So when you are in trouble or happy, that way, always you are telling Sthita Prajna, indifferent to pain and pleasure. So that is the main thing. We should, we are, always you give us such in the spiritual knowledge, the transcendental knowledge, the Guhya Jnana, Raja Vidya, and that is the life for us. This is the life and nothing else. Only connect with Lord Krishna. And the miracles, what is happening day by day, where when I was in passing through many hardships and trouble, now I feel that even Pandavas suffered a lot throughout life, even if Lord Krishna is with them. So Lord Krishna himself is Sarathi and Arjuna Sarathi. We read the Gita, Mahabharata, and it's a great lesson for us. We should be charged. It is a great lesson. We are getting this knowledge. And also government is also, even a professional course, any course, they're now trying to introduce Gita, Bhagavad Gita. So it is so highest form of knowledge. And schools and colleges, the time will come. But unfortunately, it is too late for us to introduce this book because it is not years, thousands of years old, more than 5,000 years old. And this tradition, this scripture should be introduced from all classes, all ages. It is very important. This is gospel truth. So really, because of Guruji, because of your class, otherwise what would be the situation I feel now? Any problems in personal or any problems. Now I get all power energy here. I feel that Lord Krishna is with me and nobody else. And really, in Guruji and the Krishna, they are too important. Without Guru, we cannot move an inch. So, because of your class, I am getting this knowledge. And any problems comes to me, I have a strong faith upon God that I will be conqueror. I will be victorious in anything. Problems will come to us. So we should not be perturbed. We should not be very much worried for that. Have patience. What Pandavas, they have a great patience. That's why the ultimate truth, and Lord Krishna wants us to establish the truth and the dharma, this righteous path, and how became, they are instrumental. The Pandavas were instrumental to establish dharma. So this is the great thing, Guruji. Because of Guruji, you are from the student career till now, you are totally undisturbed. Any problems comes first in your life, you didn't bother losing everything, money and everything, but you have strong faith upon God to establish Lord Krishna and Gita class. And also Prabhupada also has rendered great service for us, by which we are attending the class. We are transforming day by day. When I was attending the first class, I was not serious. Now day by day I'm getting more and more serious, and about reading Gita and this kind of knowledge. It is not by reading, it is a kind of swadhyaya. Last time when Abhyayana and Swadhyaya, they should go together. Whatever you read, we apply it in our life. Then only that Swadhyaya and Abhyayana, we can attain that Goloka, because of the Guruji is the medium. Because of you, you are taking us into the Goloka. Because of your power, we are in forgetting all this physical, material world, and the eternal bliss, pleasure, the spiritual, the sattvic jnana we are getting every day. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata naman, naman. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna.